Building a beautiful garden is not all about the spectacular feature plants you use. It's also about the filler plants that you use in around the base. You see, if you've got lots of these types of plants in the base, well, they cool the soil down, they shade it, and that reduces evaporation, and it means the overall health of the garden is as good as it can possibly be. But what sort of plants can you put into this type of role that are actually going to perform without them being a maintenance job in their own right? Now, there is one way that you can pick sure winners. Make sure you check out what the landscape industry is using in the major commercial projects. One plant that I just love, that's an Aussie native and once established requires no additional water through summer, is this one here. Can you guess what it is? Well, here's a hint. It grows in clumps, and when you plant it out in masses, it just smothers the ground. Autumn's the best time of the year to plant it. It's got a soft feel, weeping habit, and it's a feature in its own right. And it can grow in shade, full sun, or even in the toughest environments like road verges, and it never sets back. Do you know what it is yet? Well, you've probably worked it out by now. It is, of course, Lomandra tunica. Now, it's a lovely, soft, lush green plant. It's evergreen, meaning it keeps its foliage all year round, and it's incredibly low maintenance. And now's the time to be putting it into your garden. I've used this plant extensively in many of our biggest commercial landscapes where the environment is incredibly tough and it just thrives where so many others struggle. It can be used as a border or even grown in pots, but when you mass plant it, you get the best visual impact. So don't be scared to buy a few, and as they grow, well, you can split them occasionally to build up numbers. Now, one of the things that you may or may not have known about this plant is that the flowers and seeds it's producing are used by Aboriginal people as a food source. And there are many plants that provide, well, different types of food. Herbs, for example, can be very good for your health. And coming up after the break, Clive Larkman, one of Australia's great herbal gurus, is going to show you some of his favourite teas for making you feel, well, better.